everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please go ahead, type number 1 in the comment section to let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. You know, yesterday, I'm a very big fan of 1 for yes, 2 for no. I try to make it easy for you so the interaction is not you're a slow typer like I am. One finger, have to look at the keyboard, and it takes forever to answer. So normally it's 1 for yes, 2 for no. And yesterday in one of our trainings for Power Hour, I said, hey, give me a 2 if you can hear me, but and a 3, whatever it was, I'll crawl through the computer and slap you. And of course, you get some wise guys that type in a number 2 and 3 in there yesterday, right? So good morning, Extra Touch. How are you today? Joel, morning. Erica, Karen, Kevin, thank you very much appreciated. As we get going here this morning, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. So as we get started here, guys, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. You know, the best way to follow us and to know that what's going on is to subscribe, ring the bell. Facebook, but YouTube will notify you that we're live on there and will let you know. I think Facebook does the same thing. But that's the best way that you can keep up with us. You can also just go there and look, but it's easy to, oh, man, I forgot it was at 8:30 this morning. Oh, I missed it, darn. And I get bunches of comments like this, right? It's the best system that YouTube has for us to be able to notify you about it. So, all right, with that, let's go ahead and take a look. I want to look first at the economic reports today. We ain't got much. They're all yellow today. I've got only U.S. up here today. It's all yellow. Nothing in here. You got one report coming out during the market, which is IBD tip economic optimism. I have no idea. Not a report I'm familiar with, certainly not one I trade off of. So nothing really today. Tomorrow we start to get into orange, and then Thursday we start to get into red, right? Red and orange. But the CPI stuff on Thursday is huge. So unemployment is got orange next to it, but depending on what that number looks like, could be a big report as well. So, but when I say could be, right? Didn't the government just fix its numbers from 100,000 to 500,000 or something? That they were off, and they were on CNBC talking about it with whoever the jobs is for the president's administration. Yeah, well, you know, we make adjustments every month. And no. You don't miss by that much. You know what I mean? I'll fire you. I'm sorry. Oops. The decimal's in the wrong place. Sorry. Yeah, goodbye. You're gone. Private sector would never take results like that. You would be terminated. All right. So let's go take a look at the futures. So right now on the ES, let's get a little more view from yesterday. You can see the big sell-off into the end of the day yesterday. We kind of opened flat, just slow drift down. European market gave us a little bit of a pop, but we failed at the end of that. And we've been down since. We're only down about 5 points, 4.5 points right now in the ES. So it's not horrible. It's indicative of these crappy market conditions with these massive moves that we've had and the uncertainty that lies out there. What did they say now? The expectation is 7 rate hikes for 2022. 7, not 3 that they first talked about. And I think the 7th one, I think I heard 40% chance of that 7th rate hike. That's the odds of belief that, yes, we're going to hit number 7. So my fear is, here's the thing. My fear is if we drive that rate up too fast and too hard, you're going to see markets and economies come crashing. Businesses are thriving right now because they're getting money basically for free, right? They're getting money basically for free. And basically, now that you go ahead and add all these increases in there, not going to be good per se for business. We'll see. But we're up about 50 points on the YM. On the NASDAQ, we're down about 37 points right now. Come on. Every day with TradeStation lately. Okay, there we go. Wow. On the RUT, I'm not going to open it. On the RUT, we're basically up 30 cents. So we're kind of at flat, right? Bitcoin right now is down to 43,000. We were up to 45 and jingle earlier this morning. I do want to open that chart up and see what it looks like. Come on. Any day now. It's only a 30-minute workshop today. All right. So we hit our highs today at 45.5. Nice pullback to 43. Hopefully you were able to get yours along the way. Ethereum. So by the way, they're down 700 points, 690. Ethereum is down 71 points. Gold has taken off. You know, there's an old song I remember when I was a kid. My dad I'd hear it on the radio. It was called "Skyrockets in Flight." No, maybe it was "Afternoon Delight," but "Skyrockets in Flight" was a phrase in it, right? And that's what gold has done in the last little bit. I mean, that's just a great move on gold in there. And then crude right now is still above 90. We were up at 91 in Jingle. That's gold. We were up at 91 in Jingle just a little while ago, right? So, I mean, they've had a sell-off in the last little bit, but still, super high number at $90. So definitely in effect. What did I look yesterday? I saw in our county, I live in Nassau County. In our county, it was 438 or 48 or something like that was the average price. You can get it at a Costco. They said it's 417 or something. Three, not 4. 3. I get all these comments. What? 317, right? And there was one other place that had it at 309, but the lines were, 6 miles long to get gas there. We're going to see it. We're going to see the effect of it with these higher prices. There's no question. Absolutely none. And this is the uncle factor. This is where, it hurts, and it is going to hurt the average person. CPI, which is coming up this week, that was the red reports, are going to really tell the tale of how bad inflation is. It's what we need, a reset, man. We need a reset. Oh, Amos, I couldn't agree with you more. We need a reset. I know, Sean. What happened to 3 or 4 hikes for the year? Without a doubt, it's nuts what we're going through there. Stop propping up reality. Jonathan, Afternoon Delight. Remember asking mom what it meant? Oh, yeah. No, I figured it out at a young age. I think that's why the song stuck with me, right? I mean, if you listen to the words, you can kind of get it. So Paul said, come to California, over $5 for 92 octane. Yeah, I looked for my truck. My truck takes the lower gas, right? The 89 is what we get away with here. I don't know what the other ones are, probably 50 or 60 cents higher, but still, it's up there, right? It's up there. I hear you. I have a buddy of mine, Paul, that lives in California. We actually, his name is Steve. He's an actor. I'm not going to tell you his full name, but many of you would know who he is by some of the shows he's been in. Anyway, we spoke yesterday, and I know we talk about prices and where things are at, and we talk about laws and government and Dems, Republicans, all of that stuff. And it's just, things are nuts. The house he lives in is almost $5,000 a month in rent. It's insane, and it's 2,800 square feet. Right? Yeah, Karen, you got it. If they tell the truth. Exactly. I don't believe it. The numbers are being manipulated, folks, in my opinion. I have no proof of it. But when you can change numbers like you did last month, and it's kind of it's after the fact. No, what are we going to do about it now? Right? We can't react to it where the market, the economy could have reacted differently if they had actually given us true numbers when they came out, when they were announced, right? I don't know. We'll see. All right. So let's go ahead and look at some trades from yesterday. What I want to know now, what I need to see from you guys is drop in the trades that you did yesterday. Let me know how you did. Were any of them trades that we talked about yesterday? Realizing we didn't have a whole lot of weekly optionable trades yesterday. We did have one that we fired on. But drop those trades in. Let's take a look, see what happened. Right, and let me go find those for me, right, for us. So let me flip over to my 4-pack. Let's go over to our 5-minute chart. And yesterday, Peloton, we had the 33-34 bear call spread on Peloton. So let's go look at that. PTON. Right, so they wound up closing up at $30 a share on Peloton. All right. Let's see. Let's go and switch this over. Oh, no, that's the wrong week. Let's go switch this over to a vertical. We don't need to see next week's stuff there. Bum, 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 bum. All right, they put 50-cent increments inside there. So I've got to go and change this. All right. So 33, 34 yesterday. So guys, we got 46 cents yesterday for the 33, 34. Sorry, bear call. Wrong side of the equation. We got 46 cents for this yesterday. I wanted to close it out yesterday, never did, held it overnight. But I wanted to be out of this position and just got, life gets in the way and I missed. I forgot to close it out. Only had a couple of contracts, so I wasn't too concerned. My maximum risk in the trade is my dollar minus the 46 cents I took in. So it's not like I'm going to take a big hit, right? So it was at 46 cents. Right now it's at 30 cents. So I can wind out of this trade, give 30 cents back, keep 16 cents of it, call it a day. So good setup there yesterday on Peloton. That was the only one that had weekly options on it. Save, which was Spirit Airline merging with Frontier, which is really being bought out by Frontier, right? Was the view, right? Of the news that came out. So for Save yesterday, that was the one I put 3 check marks next to it. I said I want a price above 24, and I wanted a let me see something here. All right, I wanted a stock above 24, a bull put spread below 24, long call with a delta of 60, or a long call delta of 65 to 85 on Save, right? So if I flip it over, I did the 22.5, 25 spread, and that is definitely an issue that there's only 250 increments, right? So now I've got to change the spread width back to 1, and that'll be the closest we can get. So did a bull put spread, took in 90 cents of credit yesterday. Right now it's sitting at 66. We've got 10 days left until expiration, which is really 11 because TradeStation doesn't count today as a day. I don't know why. It's still here. We haven't even opened and they've taken it off. Yeah, it doesn't count. Today's over. So you got to add the 1 day back to the numbers here. So this expires on February 18th. Right now it's at 66 cents. Price is at 25.13. I will keep my eye on this. If we get much tighter, I will wind out of it, right? On this bull put spread. If we break that 25 this morning, I'm probably going to wind out. But I can get out right now for 66 cents. I got in for 90 yesterday on the news of the merger. Prices were just astronomical, and I'll definitely take advantage of it there. So that was our trades from yesterday. Let's see how you guys did. Extra Touch said 25% on ABC, $475 on LMT. Nice job. Excellent. Paula said 1% on the SPY, 12% on the Qs. I like it, Paula. 12%. Good job. Linda, 2 Qs trades for $115 from the show. I knew my lines were in the right spot. There you go. There you go. Hey, listen, $115. Guys, it doesn't matter the number. If you're learning to make $15, just $15, if you learn how to do it, you can not only do it again and again and again, but you can do more of it. All right? So I'm excited for them. That's great. Robert said a bull put spread on Snow, the 280, 277.5, got 60 cents. Hope to get out of it today. Okay, excellent. And Evelyn said a paper trade on SPY where she's up 8%. Nice job. Really nice job. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, let's go look at today's candidates. All right, I want to full screen the 5-minute chart with our pre-market stuff on it. The very first one is going to be Facebook. Oh, they're down $4.29 yet again today to the downside. Why? What now? There's talks of, you ready for this? They may have to shut down Facebook and Instagram in Europe because of some regulatory issues. I mean, I'm sure it would be short term, but could you imagine if they got to shut that puppy down? How devastating to the company to lose, I don't know, Europe? We're not talking about some third world country that, has very small population. You're talking Europe, right? Devastating potential. Again, I don't think it would be a forever type thing. Now, if they said that there was issues in China and China's throwing them out, we had this go on with Google many years ago, where they had to pull out of China because they refused to, what's the word? Not show thing. I can't think of the word right now. Help me out, guys. They refused to limit the amount of information people could get. It's not segregate. It's a word like that. Anyway, it was the same type of thing. If it was something like that, I would be concerned because that wasn't a I'm coming back from thing. That was a, oh my goodness, we're in trouble type thing. So if we look at the daily chart on Facebook, which we already know is not good. All right, let me kind of bring that, well, let me do two things. This, and let's go ahead and get me up here so I could see all this. All right, so Facebook, we're already down below that 230 without today's move. We're down at 220 right now. Man. All right, so let's see, 10, 30, 20. I just need to see the, come on, what's going on? I need to see what my pivot is. 33, 30. Yeah, we don't need to split in here. We do not need to split. So we're looking at 210 as our target. I would definitely be looking for pivot points today. I'm going to be looking at a long put. I'm looking to use pivot points. All right, I got to wait for the market to open to actually see my pivots. Sensor. Thank you, Jonathan. Sensor is the word. Oh, just couldn't get right on the tip. Thanks, I appreciate it. And while I'm on that, Jonathan typed in that iron condor on the SPX yesterday for 70 cents. There you go. One contract, $70, 10 contracts, $700. Yesterday was Monday. I'm assuming, Jonathan, you did a Monday expiration for Monday, and it expired on you. So great job on that. So I'm going to look for pivots. I'm going to look bearish. I could also be looking at a bear call spread, right? As long as we stay below the 230, which I don't see there's any risk today of us getting back above, right? At all. Next one is General Motors. Let's kind of set it up here, and then let's go here and look. So General Motors got a downgrade from Morgan Stanley. Not looking good for them. They're down $2 on that downgrade news. They're at $48. Let's go back here and look. All right. So where's GM right now? 48.5. So they're at 48.62. Look where they're sitting, folks. Right at the fib line. So if you are an unsuspecting trader who is not looking at fibs, you have no idea that they exist, no idea that it's there, you may see some support down there and say, okay, there's the importance is we've got support there, and it absolutely is. But what you don't recognize is how powerful that support is. If we look left and we look over at the fib level, it's 50%, which means the move that we made in here from whatever this was way back here, this blue line, all the way up to this blue line, that move was 100% of the run. The move back down to this red line, the 50 percentile, is just that 50% of the pullback of the run is the pullback. And we're sitting there now. So what does that tell me? Well, I'm not excited about taking a bearish trade now because we're there. We're at 48.62 right now. That line is at 48.51. Okay. So here's what I want to see happen. Stock below 48, and I'm looking at a bear call spread above 49, right? So not my favorite of trades for today, right? Hog, H-O-G, Mr. Paul, this one's for you. This is Harley Davidson. They are up. They're up right now, $2.73. I'll take a look at it, Robert. So Harley Davidson up $2.78 right now. Good move there. It was on earnings. So let's go take a look at Hog. Actually, real quick, since we're here, It is an old fib. I just don't have a new one to draw in there, Robert. Should we draw a new one? Yeah, it's time. We just don't have a good place to draw from. It's been Chop City on them. All right, hog. All right, so let's see. We've got a support level here. I don't have anything drawn on fibs. Let's start back here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Schlemiel. No. Let's see. So a fib definitely belonged here. Hog is not one that I normally trade. Very good friend of mine who's no longer with us, Mr. Paul. Nothing but pure respect for that man. Loved Harley Davidson, right? Loved the company, loved the bike. He was a rider. So nice move in there. We've already got 100% pullback taking place in here. I think what we need at this point is something from, let's see, we've had a V bottom in there. So we're probably going to look at right here down to here is our fib. You want to check the distance between the 50 and the 618 and see that it's at least $1. And it can be less, but I won't touch it if it is. I won't touch it if it is. Okay. So when we look at hog right now, it's up $2.73 at 38.85. So we got above the 38.29. Nice. So here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a bull put spread above 38. And the stock needs to be above 38. Oh, wait. Bull put spread is not above. It's below. Below 38. Right? So there's our trade set up there. So let's see. Johnson said, yes, it did expire yesterday. It was 5 contracts. All right. So Sean was asking if Jonathan was part of Brandon's SPX training that he does. It's a text message service, an alert service that he has. Sean, what were his results last month in there? And all he trades is spreads on condors on the SPX. Let's see. Okay, good. All right, so make sure I got all the comments in there. Okay, next, we're going to take a look at NVAX. They missed on the number of COVID shots, injections, serums they were supposed to deliver. They missed big, apparently. Right? So they're down $8 right now on that news. So let's go look at NVAX. Now, guys, if I were doing this myself and you were not here, I would have this on 2 monitors and I'd be flying through this. I would just be going. I wouldn't have to, it wouldn't take us all this time, but I can't show you. I can't share 2 monitors. I can only pick one, right? So let's see. All right. Close that up. Get rid of that. So right now, NVAX had already been down, right? Which is good. I like that. But now they're down at $87, right? So let's go and zoom this in a little bit. All right. I've got a channel drawn on here. I'm going to pull this back and I'm going to apply a fib here with this nice bearish move we've made. And this gave us a good bounce right in there. Right. And now we're sitting at 66 to 106. What is that? 50 points. We need fibbits inside of here. So we're going to split the 236 in half and we're going to split. So we need a negative 136 and a 118 both inside of here. There's the negative 136. There's the 118. I need both of those. All right. Aha. See? We're at $87 even. We're right at that 80, right just above that fibbit level that's in there. So here's what I want to see. For NVAX, I want them below 86. And for the bear call spread, I want it above 87. Guys, I love when we have clear and concise entries. We are right there, dead nuts. 8 moving average, fib line, we're right where we belong. Now we just need to tip the scale a little bit in our favor. Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. Said you're doing a great job with one monitor. I appreciate it. It certainly is work, flipping back and forth, but and I'm not used to it. When I've got 6 monitors here plus a laptop that I keep my charts, my Omega charts open on, I'm just not used to having to do all the changing time-wise. So Nvidia is our next one. Their merger deal fell through. with ARM. They're down $3 on that news today. So again, I'm a big fan of Nvidia. I like them as a company. They were in a bearish neutral bias. Right now they're sitting at 244. Go figure. Right at the fib line again. So I want the stock below 243. And I want the bear call spread above 245. I know Nvidia well. I trade it all the time. I like them. When is the earnings date, though? Let me see. Hold on a second. I just caught earnings there. 216. All right. It's not until next week. Yeah, we're okay. We're fine. It is confirmed, right? Yeah, they're confirmed. So we're okay. We're okay. All right. Next after Nvidia is Pfizer, PFE. All right, let's go and look at that. Woo, earnings, all right? Or earnings outlook, I think it was. So they're down almost $2 on that news right now. PFE. Let's drag this out a little bit. I do like that they're already in a bearish mode there. 51 quarters where we're at. Beautiful. So I want the stock below 52 and the bear call spread above 52. Nice. Peloton back in the news today. Come on, Rob. You know how to spell Peloton. All right. So we got that nice pop yesterday. Oh, no S. We got the nice quick pop yesterday, and we've come back quite a bit. So they slashed their full year revenue by $1 billion. $1 billion from about 4.8 to 3.8. There's some ranges in there, but it's almost $1 billion they cut their revenues by. Right? So, but right now it's flat. We're going to write wait. Right? Last one is Take Two. TTWO. Right? We're looking at a weaker outlook. They are down $3 right now. Let's go look here. All right, weaker outlook. They're sitting at 172. We just moved to a bullish bias. We just got below that 173.97. I'm going to wait on them. I'm really not interested in fighting this overall move that's up there. Oh, earnings coming out as well. Oh, actually, it was earnings. Weaker outlook was probably their earnings. All right. So Roman said, would you short Nvidia? Let's take a look. Would I short Nvidia? Well, Roman, bearish bias, right? Where are we now on Nvidia? Let's see. I don't know what the pre-market was. We're sitting at 244.5. Yeah, not yet, Roman. I'd still want it, down below that 243. Actually, yeah, you know what it is, Roman? All right, so let's use pop rules. I probably want it below 242. In reality, Roman, where we've got that 242.98 level as our 8. So I'd want to snap that 242.98 on there. I'd want to snap that 244.27 on there. Great confluence, clear and concise entry, clear path down to our next target. So the answer is yes. If I can get the legs, and you know the rules, Roman, we start talking about market direction, all that. If I can get things to align itself, yes, I like it very much to the downside. Right? All right, guys, I should have asked it already. Drop in the candidates you want me to take a look at. Do it quickly, right? Because I forgot to ask, and I don't want to be thinking, all right, we're waiting on people now, and no one really has something to ask. Bhavani is the only one. He had put it in, just asking for it. But if you guys have some candidates for me to check out, let's go drop those in. That would be great. And Bhavani was asking for CMG. Chipotle Mexican Grill. I love them as a company. I think they do an awesome job. When you can have a menu that has 15 items on it and crush it in the world the way that they do, phenomenal. And I don't know, maybe it's 18, whatever the number is, right? And if you add in sodas and stuff, but they're not selling fries and apple pies and smoothies. And that's not, they've got a very core niche business. And guys, I will not any longer go into the store and order. It's insane when I walk in there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's 35 people online, literally out the door in one of the locations I go to. I pick up the phone, I get on the app, it says, oh, your food will be ready in 15 minutes. I give it a few extra because I don't trust that with that many people at that time of day. And I show up and pick it up. It's the greatest thing in the world. Absolutely fantastico. So I like Chipotle to the downside. Mavani, I don't know where it is right now in pre-market. Let's look real quick. CMG. Oh, it's up. It's up at 14.90 right now. It's up. Do they have earnings today? 2.8. Yeah, so their earnings must have just come out because it didn't happen in the overnight session. So they must have been either very late last night, more than likely it was pre-market this morning. So right now we're sitting up at 14.90 near 1500. So we got here, Bhavani, if we can get above the 1500, retest and bounce, you've got some room up. I would be very careful on the downside unless we broke the 1479 level. All right. So I hope that helps, Bhavani. Let me know in the comment section there. Paul is asking for SPY. So where are we in the pre? All right, so SPY, let me go back over here, look at the daily chart. Come on, react. All right, so we're flat. We're down 28 cents right now. It's bearish all the way on it, though, Paula. 443 is the downside. I'd be cautious. If you're trying to trade it to the upside, Paula, I have no problem with it. Just realize that 450.37 is resistance. So I probably want to be out of there. 449 and a half, 3/4. The latest, I want to be out of my trade. The latest. Maybe even a little bit lower than that, right? So I hope that helps. Robert's asking for Delta Airlines, DAL. I spent a bunch of time on Delta's website yesterday after a doctor that I follow on CNBC came out yesterday and said, yeah, planes should be removing masks May-ish, we think, somewhere around there. I'm like, yes, I want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go here. And just this summer, my wife and daughter, teachers, just be able to travel the country with them this summer. We only have another year or two with my youngest one home. So we look at Delta Airlines. They were in a bullish bias yesterday. For today, they're flat. They're up 24 cents. All right. So for me on the Delta, I'm going to look at this one today. I'm going to look at Delta. Who is that? Robert. Appreciate that. Robert, DAL. I'm going to look at a naked put on Delta. If I can get something down below 39 on Delta, I could get very excited about that if I can get enough premium for it. So come on over, look at a 20 Delta. Single. What does that give me? 39 gives me a 15 Delta. I can get 19 cents. Yep, all over it. I like it. And when you look for covered calls, if you had to write a covered call on this for the next 3 days, I could pick up 42 cents and get a 31 Delta. 42 strike, 31 cents with a 31 Delta. So I like it, Robert. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Roman's asking for Roku. Roman, you got to love the moves they make, right? I mean, you look at the chart and you're like, big deal. You know, look at that move. So what? I mean, come on, Rob. What are you talking about? Let's look. This $156 stock, yesterday's high was 163. Yesterday's low was 154. It's only $9 on a $157 stock for a tiny candle. You look at days like the day before, you look at low of 147, high of 161. It's at 14 points, 15 points. I mean, guys, this thing rocks, right? Great potential to it. Let's look at where it is right now. Roman, Roku. I want to see it down. It's flat, Roman. So that doesn't excite me right now, the flat part. So 138 is our next target. But, Roman, with that being said, you know the deal. We've got all this congestion, which winds up around a Fibit level. I don't think we need to split it. We don't. 30, 40, 50, no. Winds up here. I'd be looking to scale out of half of that trade There we go. I'd be looking to scale out of half of that trade at around that 146-ish level would be support, 147. So somewhere up above that. All right. But I need a little bit more legs to it first, Roman. Get me down below, 154, 53 and a half before I want to take anything long, bearish on it. So I hope that helps. JR is asking for Netflix. Netflix. All right. Definitely in bearish mode. And we're down $2. I like it. I always like it when things align. So that 100-point level does concern me a little. And where are we? Exactly $400.00 right now. Watch. By the time I move it, it's not going to be. See, $400 last price. Exactly there. So we got right to that 400 level. Who's that? JR. I want to see us get down below that 400 retest and fail, and 383 is our target. All right. Yeah, Roman said, if you give me a $5 to $6 move, I'll be happy. My target is 145 on Nvidia. So excellent. You see what Roman's doing? He's got a plan. He'll be happy with this kind of move. My target is down to 145. He's locked and loaded. All he needs to do is pull the trigger, right? That's it. Pull the trigger, right? He's waiting for the setup, and then the entry comes from there. So excellent. Bhavani, you are welcome. Jones asking for the Qs. And then we'll wrap it up on Andres Tesla. So Qs are in a bearish bias right now. We're down $1 on the Qs. Come on, reset that number, baby. I think I need to restart the computer before we start the day. So we're down $1, which puts us down at 354. Come back and retest that 356 level and fail. And I don't need it all the way up there, Joan, but get me back up a little bit. Fail, and there's the potential entry into the trade, right? So definitely look for pivot points as well today. And last one was Andres is Tesla. Hope that helped, Joan. TSLA. Tesla. They had to change some things around in the Tesla because of chip shortages, so they removed some things. TSLA. Let's try typing it in correctly, Rob. We're up 46 cents right now, so very much flat-ish. We were down a little bit earlier when I saw the news that I just mentioned. Right, we were down at 900, so we've dropped $7. I would only want to take this to the downside, but my problem is we're already in the middle. So for Tesla, you need to find some pivot points, Andres, to trade off of. So again, I hope that was helpful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen. You want to learn how to do this, guys. You need to follow along with the things we do. Coming to the morning show is great. I hear such great comments every day from our students, whether we see them in email, whether we hear them in other trainings that we do. But guys, if you go over to tradinglikeaboss.com, right, you want to get in our Power Hour show every single Monday. It is a killer show, an hour long. Right? We get, yesterday was a crazy day. We jump in, we look at candidates, we look at trades that have gone on for the day, we look at your trades, we talk about market conditions. I answer all your trading questions inside of there. So go ahead and get involved in that. And you want to learn fibs, go enroll in that free fib training. All of this is free. There's no cost for any of it. Right? So you want to pick up on these trainings and take advantage of it. Follow along with us. And with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, and I will see all of you at our update tomorrow. All right, folks. Bye for now.